Okay, guys, we are live. Welcome to this live. Are all the students on now? I've been waiting for a lot of you guys. That's why we're starting late because most of you told me, especially a lot of our students from India could not join for some reason. I don't know what was going on. So we had to delay this live, and thanks God we're here now. So, guys, we are going to dissect the crypto market. I'm going to give you one, two, three, four steps that you can take right now to be part of the crypto euphoria that is going on right now. Right now, today, if you look at what Bitcoin is doing, you can see here. Let's no, that was gold. One of our students was going through the Forex trading masterclass where he trades gold, and we were going through that. So let's clear that chart and let's go to crypto, guys. And right now we are going to look at BTC, which is the godfather of all the crypto. The Bitcoin is the godfather. Started 2009 by one famous person known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi, the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto. Oh my goodness, look at what is going on in the Bitcoin world. This is a weekly candle. This is the largest weekly candle I have ever seen. Guys, look at where Bitcoin is. Do you guys remember our last live? That was a day ago, where we're looking at Bitcoin in the 80s. Look at where Bitcoin is right now. It is at 92,000. Didn't I tell you guys that before the end of this year, Bitcoin will be over $100,000? It is coming, guys. I think we are on track to hitting the 100,000 mark even before Thanksgiving. If all goes well as it is right now, look at the pump, guys. Look at the pump. Look at the pump, guys. Look at the pump. Guys, look at the pump. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, guys. Don't worry. I'm first getting excited, and then I'm gonna share my screen right now. Hopefully, the technology cooperates. Let me move this guy aside, and I'm gonna share my screen, guys, so you can all see what is going on there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Entire screen. Let's share. Boom. I become smaller, and there you go. You guys can see that. I move this guy away. I am moving this guy away now. You guys can see where the Bitcoin is, guys. Can you all hear me? Okay, the moderators, I know they're hiding the chart and the faces because of distractions. They don't want to do that. But if you have any questions, send them through. We're going to be answering those in the background. So all our coaches are on here live. We have coaches from all over the world. All the members of the Smart Wolf Club. There's thousands of you on here right now. And guys, listen. So I'm going to just go dive deep into what we are doing right now. So, Bitcoin. So, basically, for those of you who are new in crypto, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is one of the many altcoins out there. Okay, so Bitcoin is the master of all of them. This is the largest. Okay, here is a resource you guys can go to. You can bookmark this. It's called coingecko.com. And then there's another one called Coin Market Cap. Here we go. Coin Market Cap. Coin Market Cap. All these are free tools that you can use to make your decisions, especially if you're a beginner and you don't want to spend any money to pay for any of the other tools out there. These are free resources. Basically, what these guys do, like for those of you who have been in stocks trading, forex trading, um, where you have resources that aggregate all these trades. So we have the same in the crypto market. You can see here we have CoinGecko. Okay, this is one resource that you need to bookmark, and you can check this every single day. And then another resource that you guys need is the Coin Market Cap, because these two kind of are in competition. You can see they basically give you the same type of information, but it's always good to look at the two. You can see here CoinGecko right now has Bitcoin at 91,977, and coin market cap has Bitcoin at 92,000. You can see there's a slight variations. It's just delays here and there. So it's always good to have at least two or three resources you can before you make a decision, before you pull the trigger. Because hey guys, listen, this is a risky game. And before we proceed, I am going to bring up a disclaimer because I know we are sharing this live on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook live. This is TikTok. All these are live, 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 live. So let's put a disclaimer for the sake of the public. Okay. So here is a disclaimer, guys. What you're about to watch is not financial or investment advice. Again, I repeat, what you're about to watch is not financial or investment advice. This is also not a get rich quick scheme, but it's a very, very highly risky operation. Okay. The views presented here are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Where you're in doubt, please seek professional advice if you find that necessary. So you make that judgment, okay? So whatever we are sharing with you guys here today is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now we have a lot of members in the Smart Wolf Club, and we also have a lot of coaches. Most of our coaches have been online for many, many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. So anything online, been there, been done that. So guys, we have a lot of coaches on here, and a lot of them are working with massive number of students and groups. So if you want to learn how to do any of these things that we're sharing, you can join the Smart Wolf Club. Okay, the link is in the description, guys. I think if you go down here, this is the video for those of you who are watching the live. If you go to this link here where it says, click the link below to join the Smart Wolf Club. If you click that, okay, let me just open that on another chat. And guys, we're going to jump into the meats and potatoes of this presentation in just a minute because I have students who are asking and new members who are on here for the first time. They're asking how do they join these lives. This is where you do it. Okay, so you click, you come right here below this video. We put the link there for you guys. Click that video. Click that link. It will open up here. You just need your name and your email address. Once you do that, you're going to join our master classes. Okay, so there are several master classes because we have a huge community, and you know the online world is just massive. Okay, so we have split it down to those of you who are into trading, those of you who are into digital marketing, those who are into financial markets. You can go ahead and pick the master classes that you want to be trained on. Our coaches are going to help you. These guys are down in the trenches. They do this every single day. They've been doing this for many, many years. So they're going to show you exactly what you need to do, and you're going to be watching over the shoulder because whatever they share is what they do every day. They breathe and live this stuff, guys. Okay. So whatever we show here is what we do, and this is what our students are doing. So you can be part of the journey, or you can just be a cheer. You can be an outsider. You can watch the sidelines. It's up to you. You make the decision. Okay. So I don't want to this take too much time. So we're gonna just jump back into our training. Okay. The other thing is we have a lot of students who are asking, where do I buy my crypto? Because a lot of people are scared. They think they're going to be scammed or they're going to lose their money. You can buy your cryptos from many, many platforms. Okay. I've put a few here for you guys. For those of you, for example, who are in the United States, you can go to Coinbase and buy your Bitcoin from there. All you need is your debit card, credit card, your bank account. Here's the link. You can use this link. You're going to get some. This is our affiliate link, actually. So when you use that link, they give you $10 free of Bitcoin, and they have many promotions which keep changing all the time. I can't keep up with that, but you can go and find out. You'll get some bonuses. Right now, this is the time to get some freebies. Okay, sign up. You get some free freebies. Okay, you can download the app if you're on mobile. Go ahead and download their app. They have an app, I think, which is like number 4 right now in the App Store, from 200, 400 like a month ago, and now they're like number 4 because of what is going on in the crypto world right now. So that tells you many people are looking into crypto right now. So you don't want to be left out. Okay. There's another resource, crypto.com. Again, they have an app. You can download their mobile app if you want to buy that. There are many other platforms, Qcoin, depending on which part of the world you come from, Binance, and many, many others. I'm going to mention a few as we continue. There's Bybit, there's BitGet. All some of them require KYC. Basically, you may have to share your demographics, your driver license or ID, and you have to verify a few. So some of them require that KYC, and then there are some that do not. Okay, like Blofin. Okay, so you can go to Blofin, BLOFIN.com, and you can sign up for free. There's get.io. There are many, many. It's a whole list of them. If you do a Google search, you're going to find a lot of them. Okay, and just read their reviews, and you can always counter check that. And if you have any questions, you can leave comments below. You can ask us, you can ask the coaches, you can ask the community. That's why we like members to be in the Smart Wolf Club, because if I don't know something, I can ask somebody who's been there, been done that, who has experienced that, and they can share the experiences, guys. That's why you need to belong to the community. And for those of you who have not subscribed to the Smart Wolf Club channel on YouTube, go ahead and do that. We want to grow this channel, guys, so you can see we can reach more people. Because what happens is the more subscribers we have, the more people can get this information. We want to help our brothers and sisters learn some of these skills and learn how to make money online, either trading, forex, stocks, crypto, options, and also digital marketing, which is the bread and butter of the online world. So, with that, guys, let's go and look at Bitcoin, because I think that's why most of us are here. Bitcoin up to 300,000 K, 300,000. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Okay. It is very, very possible. It is within reach, guys. You can see uh, the bull run, guys. Let me tell you, it has not even started yet. We are not done yet, guys. Okay. We are not done yet. It just began. This is just 1 week after the elections, the United States elections, guys. And you can see the pump. This is just a few months after the Bitcoin halving. Now, somebody might say, what is Bitcoin halving? Guys, if you don't know what Bitcoin halving, we have exhaustively talked about it. Go and check our previous training, okay? I'm going to put a playlist below this video. It will say playlist Bitcoin run. Go and watch some of our previous videos where we talk about what is Bitcoin halving. We explain what is this. This is something that is coded in the Bitcoin DNA. You know, Bitcoin is a code, okay? It's electronic, it's a code. Basically, there is a command inside the Bitcoin core, DNA, the core of Bitcoin, that every 4 years, it's cyclical. Every 4 years, we go through this phenomena. It's called Bitcoin halving. And when you look at the history, 2016, 2020, 2012, and now we are 2024, if you look at that phenomena, after the halving, several months after the halving, several months, okay, the halving happened around April, around springtime, April. For those of you who are in the United States, around April, that's when the Bitcoin halving took place. Several months after that, we get into this massive, massive bull run. And then it coincides with the US elections. So if you look at 2016 US election, shortly after the elections, Bitcoin went up to 100%, more than 100% gains. Okay. So similarly, we are seeing the same phenomena. But this time, the gut feelings in most crypto lovers is different, because why? So many things have happened. We are seeing what we call institutional acceptance. Okay. The ETFs, guys, ETFs were approved early this year. ETFs, this is electronic traded funds, were approved early this year. Now, what does that mean, guys? For a layman's, if I can make it as simple as possible for the beginners, the newbies on here, ETFs, electronic fund, this means institutional acceptance, because some of the guys who filed for these ETFs, some of the organizations, these guys control billions of dollars, like crazy amounts of money. Like, I cannot even think, my little brain cannot even think the amount of funds these people control. Just to name a few of them: Fidelity. Most of you probably who are employed have Fidelity as your 401k managers. These guys manage retirement funds for government, for private, for all over the world. Man, they have massive, massive accounts. Massive. Forget about Fidelity. BlackRock, for example. These guys are some of the largest investments organizations out there. Massive, massive accounts. You're talking about billions of dollars being pumped into the crypto world. And you know what is interesting is that Bitcoin has a finite number. How many Bitcoins are there? That is what makes it so unique and interesting. Bitcoin numbers. If we go here and type, I'm so excited I can't even type now. Bitcoin numbers. How many Bitcoins are left? Somebody is asking. According to Bitcoin protocol, now protocol refers to whatever code that there is. The maximum number of Bitcoins that can be created is 21 million. Okay? Again, let that just sink. Sink. I can't even speak today, guys. I can't even speak. I just want to show you what Bitcoin is like today. 20 Bitcoins, or what we famously known as BTC. Oh my goodness. 21 million. 21 million. Let's do some calculations here, guys. 21 million Bitcoin. It's a finite. No more, no less. We can't create any more. We can't go and mine anymore. And you look at gold here. I just like to compare Bitcoin to gold. Why? Because these are actually being used as store of value. The perception out there in the investment world is that these are safer uh, assets now to store your funds, your investments. So when people are in the market trading, buying stocks and that, when they feel a little unsafe, what do? They channel their monies to gold and store gold. And then when they feel safer, they take it out and start trading the markets. Now, Bitcoin is actually assuming a similar status. Bitcoin has been invited to this party here, this party. It's slowly shifting from a risky asset when it was considered risky, illegal. It was considered risky, illegal in the beginning, in the early 2010, 2011. If somebody had you talking about Bitcoin, they thought you're involved in some shady, illegal stuff, okay? So it was considered a risky, very, very risky asset, okay? And gold had the status of that safety. And how much is the valuation for gold right now? Gold is at least 14 trillion. Trillion, T, as in Tom, trillion dollars. That is like the market cap. Now, look at the market cap for Bitcoin. Way, way, way behind that. Way, way, way behind that. We are just about a trillion. The market cap, 1.8 trillion. Okay? 1.8. So we still have a long, long, long way to go. So what does that mean? I mean, at 1.8 trillion, Bitcoin is already at 90,000. Okay? At 1.8 T, Bitcoin is already at 90,000. Okay? Per BTC. This is how I look at it. My brain is very simple. My analysis is so simple. It's not complicated. It's not quantum physics. It's not rocket science. Because I know people overcomplicate this stuff. But I'm going to make it so easy for you. Okay? So right now we are saying Bitcoin at 1.8 trillion. One. This is meant to be a one. Guys, I'm using a free online board, so I can't really control much of the pen, but I think you guys can see at 1.8 trillion, one Bitcoin is 90K. At the moment, we are looking at the moment right now. Okay. I just went over here to CoinGecko and I looked at the price of Bitcoin right now as we speak. It's 91,977. Oh my goodness. Just 2 days ago, we were looking at an $80,000 Bitcoin. Now we are looking at a 90,000 Bitcoin in 2 days. Guys, can you guys see what I am talking about? Guys, what does that, let that sink. If you had, for example, let's put it out there. I know this is going to turn off a lot of people when I say if you had just bought one Bitcoin at 80,000, let's say you did everything, and I know some of our students here have lots of money, okay? We have students here who are doctors, nurses, engineers, business people. So 90,000 for some of those guys. Okay, not for somebody like me, but some of these guys, 90,000 is pocket change. Okay. So let's say, for God's sake, for heaven's sake, they bought one Bitcoin 2 days ago at 80,000. 2 days ago. Let's go back here and let's go to the weekly chart. I mean, daily chart. And we can, I mean, we just talk about things that we can see. Look, guys. Do you guys see where Bitcoin was just a few days ago? Look, guys, this is not some pie in the sky that is meant for them, not for you. Look, this is not some pie, but I'm going to show you how, even without the 80,000, with your $10, your $100, you can still participate in this world and gain some experience. If you don't get wrecked, if you don't lose your money, at least you're going to get some experience. And you may live one day to say, you know what? I did participate in that and some. I did participate in the Bitcoin, in the crypto economy, and this is what I have to show for it. You might show for it with a big profit, or you might show for it with a loss, but with experience, because we learn from experiences. You have to test the waters, guys. You got to dip your toes in the water to be able to say, yes, I think that's hot water or that's cold water. By looking at it, you might not tell. Okay? By just looking at it or being a bystander, a mere bystander. Oh, and here's the problem. Let me tell you what is going to happen. 97% of you guys out there who are watching me right now, 97% of you, you're going to lose money. Okay? You will lose money. You will, trust me, you will lose money. This is, you can take this to the bank. Maybe 95 is too much, but they say at least 95 to 97%. I like to go with the upper limit. 95% to 95 to 97% of us are going to lose money. Where? In the crypto market, in the stocks market, in the forex market, in the business world, in the investment world. You start a business, 97% of you are going to go shut down your businesses. You're not going to see the next day, next year. It might take 2 years, 3 years, it doesn't matter. But a lot of businesses will start and fail. 95, 97%. That's the number out there. It's not my creation. You can do your own research, okay? So similarly, when it comes to crypto trading and all that, 97% of the people are going to lose money. Why? This is what I'm about to show you. And that's why you come to this conference. That's why you come to this webinar, so you can be smarter. And we call it Smart Wolf Club. There are many other people out there, gurus, teaching this stuff. But in the Smart Wolf Club, we are trying to make you guys smarter, like the wolf. Smart wolf. Woof, 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 woof. You become an alpha wolf. Okay, here we go. So, do you guys see that? At 1.8 trillion, at 1.8 trillion, Bitcoin is 90K. Right now, I just took this data from this resource here. And there are two, I can confirm, because some of you are like, oh, you're lying. What is that resource? Okay, I don't own this resource, but let me go to the other resource, CoinMarketCap. Again, you can see it's about 92,000 This slight variation, this is 92,000. So we know Bitcoin is over 90,000. So we're going to use a round figure. We're going to use 90,000, okay? And we're going to use, it's slightly more than 1.8 trillion market cap. Again, you can see that is also 1.7, but because they are still at 91, so they'll probably go to, I mean, it's still 1.8, okay, with some change. So we're just going to use 1.8 to make it a round number. And what did we say? Gold. We can actually, some of you don't believe me. Okay, let's Google the market cap for gold. Market cap for gold. Gold. Actually, it's way, way farther than what I said. The last time I looked at it, it was 14,000. I mean, 14 trillion. Now it is 17.5. So let's update this. Let's update this. I'm going to get an eraser. I think that's one. Okay, so gold is this one here. Gold. And for those of you who are in Forex, this is gold for us here. Okay, so gold is 17 point. Okay, I'm getting a call now. Just a moment. I'm going to have to call this. Hello, can I call you back in a minute? Hello? Okay. Okay, gold is 17.5 trillion, okay? That is gold right there. So now, I'm trying to create a correlation here because maths, we have the power of mathematics, okay? We want to work with numbers, okay? Because when somebody comes and tells you Bitcoin will get to 300K, most of you want to see proof, right? Some type of proof. There are no guarantees. As the disclaimer, our disclaimer says, whatever we are sharing is not investment advice, but we got to work with something, right? If I come to you and I tell you, you know what, Bitcoin is going to be 300,000, what would be your first question? How do you know? Can you show me? Can you prove it? Okay, here I am. I'm proving it. I'm trying to prove it now. Help me, guys. So let's prove it using maths. And then we're going to use fundamentals. Fundamentals is this stuff over here, chart analysis, and also looking at what people are saying, the news. They're called market makers, the guys who have the money, the mucho money, mucho peso, the guys who have the green stuff, the guys who are carrying the big bags. What are they saying? What are they thinking? Because it doesn't matter what I'm thinking, but these guys are carrying big money. One of their purchases is in billions. They can move the market, they can shake the market. They control so much Bitcoin, they can move the market by just buying more or selling more. If they buy, it moves the market. If they sell, it moves the market because they're controlling large amounts of this stuff. And we know who they are. They're the ETFs that were licensed not long ago. I just mentioned a few. We have the famous MicroStrategies guy buying tons of Bitcoin. This is somebody who controls huge amounts of money. Do you think he's making some mistakes? That's what I talk about, fundamentals. Do you think somebody who sits on billions of dollars would commit billions of dollars on Bitcoin just because he's making a mistake? Do you think he is? Maybe he knows something. That's what I say. My little brain. So risking my $10 and then this guy who is risking billions. If my $10 is all I can afford to risk, will I be concerned? Depends on who you're hanging around with, guys. Okay? All right. So here we go. 17.5 trillion. That is gold. And now we know gold was seen as a safe haven, a safe asset, store of value. That is the word they use in the investment world. It was like a store of value. So when it got hot on the market, the money shifted into gold, which was seen as a safer store of value. Now we have a new kid on the block called Bitcoin, who is assuming the same kind of status as gold. People are now looking at Bitcoin as a store of value. The only difference between gold and Bitcoin is Bitcoin has a finite number. There's only 21 million Bitcoins. 21 million that can be mined. Mined only 21 million. So, how much Bitcoin is left anyway? Let's see. How many Bitcoins are yet to be mined? Only 2.1 million Bitcoins left to be mined. As of March 2023, approximately 18.9 million Bitcoins have been mined, meaning there are around 2.1 million Bitcoins left to be mined. This is not my creation. This is data out there for you guys. Now, guys, can you see we are into some gold rush? We are into some Bitcoin rush, guys. This is the time these institutions are pumping money. It's like every other so often you hear this type of pension fund is getting into Bitcoin. They are assigning a small fraction into Bitcoin because some of them are still not very sure. They were scared. But with what is happening right now, guys, I don't want to be left out. How about you? Let's not be left out. My $10, if I have my $10 or my $1, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. What do you guys think? Let me know, man. Am I getting crazy? If I get $1, what should I buy right now? If I have $1 that I can afford to buy and forget and risk, maybe I should just buy Bitcoin. If I can afford to skip my coffee this morning, what should I be putting that money into? Maybe buy some Bitcoin. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm here, man, asking for your advice, guys. I mean, I have students of here who are expecting me to give them answers, but that's my point of view. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I should buy this Bitcoin. Some people are saying, "Oh, you're already too late." Guys, if these numbers don't scare you, they do scare me. There's just about 2.1 million left. And now all these institutions are running after this stuff. What is going to happen? Simple supply and demand laws. Supply is going to shrink, demand is going up the roof. What happens to the price? You have a little graph there. Supply is going down, demand is going to go up. And what is the price going to happen? The price is definitely going to go up. So the price was down here, the price is going to go up here. Right now, we are talking about a 90,000K Bitcoin. When this is done, guys, if we want to find out the prices, let's do this math right here. Are you guys up to the challenge? Let's say gold. Let's say Bitcoin becomes palatable, gets acceptance as much as gold. Right now, it is trending that way. You can see that. So let's say even if we approach half or a quarter of the gold market cap, let's say a quarter. Let's say we assume gold is 16 trillion. Let's just do divide by 4, which is a quarter. So 4 trillion. Okay. And now Bitcoin is already 1.8. So if Bitcoin goes to 4 trillion, for example, just if it manages to just chip off a quarter of gold, the market cap that gold is controlling, let's say a quarter of that will put Bitcoin at 4 trillion, guys. And that can happen this bull run. It can happen. Even if it doesn't happen this bull run, it can happen the next bull run, which is just 4 years away. 4 years. What is 4 years, guys? That's what we spend. That's what, when we were growing up, our parents told us, get a good education, go to college. 4 years college. You get a bachelor's or whatever it is, a master's. 4 years. 4 years is nothing. Now, at 4 trillion, guys, so it will be 4 trillion. I'm making this brain dead simple, okay? I could make it more complicated, but I want to make it brain dead simple because our students come from all over the world. We have students on here from countries where they live under $1 per day. We have we have Mr. Singh is on here from Bombay, India, one of our coaches, over 17 years with the Smart Wolf, with a huge group. Some of these guys live under $1 per day. Mr. Peter is on here from Nairobi, Kenya, the village. Some of us come from the village. I call it the village, okay? We live under $1 per day. Under $1 per day. But you can still be part of this. Your $1, instead of wasting your $1, maybe you can put it in an asset like this for the future and hold. This is what we call the brain dead strategy of investing in crypto, buying and holding. It's a brain dead strategy. We call it the brain dead in our community. In the Smart Wolf Club, we call it the brain dead because you don't need any brains. All you need is your payment method. You go, I want Bitcoin, one half, $10 worth of Bitcoin, because you can buy fractional Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is 90,000. It doesn't mean you have to spend 90,000 because 99% of the people cannot afford 90,000 right now. They don't have 90,000 lying around. But majority of the people can afford $1, maybe. So you can start from there. Rome was not built in one day. So you start from there and you start saying, guys, I am part of the crypto world. I am part of the crypto world. Don't stay under the rock. I am part of the crypto world. So I'm going to take my dollar and buy fractional Bitcoin. That's all I can afford. And then we use a method called DCA, dollar cost averaging. So that means I decide, okay, if I can afford $1 today, maybe I can afford another dollar at the end of the week. So every week I can afford $2. So I go into, those of you, for example, who have Coinbase accounts, you can instruct Coinbase to buy Bitcoin $2 every week from your account. So Coinbase, while you sleep, while you're awake, they go and buy $2 worth of Bitcoin for you. And what is the hope? The hope is that Bitcoin is getting massive adoption, massive acceptance, and it is chipping onto the gold market. Our goal is to get to that same level with gold so we can sit on the same table. So we have options. You want to put your money in gold, you can put your money in Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. It's a store of wealth. It's a store of wealth. And that is where most people are headed now. That's why you see these big institutions scrambling to buy as much Bitcoin as is going on. Some of you guys I know are already selling your Bitcoins. Do you know who's buying that Bitcoin? Because when you sell, somebody buys it right away. It's mopped out, like it's sucked like immediately. They can't wait for you to push the sell button. They cannot wait. As soon as you hit the sell button, boom, it is in somebody's account, taken away immediately. That's what's happening right now, and it's gonna get worse. You know why? There's only a finite number of Bitcoins left. 2.1 million in 2023 March. That was last year. Right now, it's probably less than that. If you guys can show me the statistics, any one of you, you can put that on the chat box. You can put that in the description. Put how many Bitcoins are left right now. I'm sure there's lace. It's lace. It's lace, guys. It's lace. Whew. It's lace. I'm hot. Guys, okay. So let's finish this maths here. We talk about 4 trillion divided by 1.8. Okay, so we're going to bring a free resource called the Google calculator. Okay, guys, these are all free resources. Keep your credit cards away because I know most of you guys are used to being sold stuff on webinars and live sessions. No, nothing. We're talking about 2.2x. 2.2x. So if we're talking about 90K Bitcoin, multiply that by 2.2, what are we going to get? Just making it simple. We don't want to make it complicated. 200. Guys, we're talking about a 200,000, 200K Bitcoin, which could happen anytime. This can happen today, tomorrow. I have no freaking idea when this can happen. I have no guarantees. I cannot say when. But looking at what is going on, guys, we still have a long, long, long way to go. Now, assume Bitcoin gets onto the same table with gold, 4 times of what is there. Multiply this by 4. We are talking about 800,000 Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is equals to $800,000. So if you had started with your $10 when Bitcoin is just about 90K, and now you're talking about 800,000, you divide 800,000 by 90 and multiply that by 10, and you're going to get how much your coin will have grown in terms of value. So it will be US dollars times about 10. That gives you about 100 US dollars just by buying the Bitcoin and holding it. You spend $10, you held it for as long as until it reaches to 800K, and there you go. You have 100K. I know some of you be like, oh, that's nothing, man. That's okay. Man, $10, you're talking about somebody who probably makes $1 per day or less than $1 per day, and they are able to make $100 just by holding Bitcoin. You probably changed somebody's life. You have paid them for 100 days. They can say, stay home for 100 days, don't do nothing, and they're still making their dollar per day. Now, that may not be exciting for some of you because some of you come from countries where you need at least $1,000 a day. So then you put your money where your mouth is. Okay? So your mouth is, so you're not going to put $10. Somebody who lives at $1,000 per day is putting $10. You who lives at $1,000 per day, what should you be putting in? 10 times 1,000. So you should be looking at 10K minimum. Okay? That is justifiable. Mathematically, it is justifiable. Now, is it logical? It is logical. Is it doable? Maybe not, because again, not everybody has that kind of money. But if I'm to show you how much you need to get started, and you live for 1,000, you live in a country where you need $1,000 per day to survive, or some people live under $1 per day, and you live at $1,000 per day, then you should be looking at the minimum 10K. So you're gonna scrape up your money that you can afford to lose and take your 10K, okay, and put it in BTC, okay? So then what's going to happen to BTC? 10K in BTC. What does that mean? I have $1,000 in BTC right now. BTC is at 90,000. When BTC gets to 800K, we have approved that it can happen anytime. Could be next cycle or the third or 4 years, 4 cycles from now. Each cycle is 4 years. So if it is 3 cycles from now, that's 12 years from now. Okay. 12 cycles from now, for example, Bitcoin is at 100K, I mean 800K. How much will you have how much will your account grown? It will be 10 times, assume, make a round figure, 10 times 10, okay? So you'll be at 100K. So your 10K will have ballooned to 100K in 12 years, from 10K to 100K. Now, if you had 100K, those of you who had put 100K, multiply that by 10, 10K, your 100K would be 1 mil, 1M, 1 mil, 1 mil. This is sweet right there. Sweet. Hallelujah. That is sweet. 1 mil. 1 mil, guys. In what? Assuming it took Bitcoin 3 cycles. It could be less with this type of momentum because we can try to calculate the momentum right now. We can try to calculate the momentum, Bitcoin, introduce some physics here. Now, when I say that, some of you are already trying to go away because you're getting what we call brain cramps. We can calculate the momentum, change of momentum here in Bitcoin, BTC. If we can calculate the momentum, like we take a certain period, we say, how long did it take Bitcoin to move from, let's say, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, Bitcoin closed at 69,000. Already, right now, we are not yet at the end of the bull market, but already we are at 90K. Right now, as I'm speaking right now, 90K. Let's say 4 years. It took Bitcoin 4 years to move from 69 to 90K. We can calculate that momentum. The change of rate here, the rate change here, the percentage at which this was the growth, percentage growth here. We can calculate that. That's not too hard, right? We can calculate that. And then assume the same rate continues. Because common things tend to happen more commonly. Whatever happened last time is likely to happen. Okay. And it probably even more. Okay. And now, looking at the fundamentals, it is even probably going to happen faster. Because why? There's a widespread acceptance of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now in the institutions, it's in the hands of big, big money, dollars, big money. In the 2020 bull run, in the 2016 bull run, it was mainly retail. It was small people. Okay. It was just regular guys pumping the Bitcoin, just regular people. But now we have the big money coming in, institutions. We have countries now, guys, listen to this. We have countries, a whole country buying Bitcoin. Whole country. A whole country dedicating percentage of their GDP to buying Bitcoin. A whole country. We have several, not even one. I just don't want to mention them here for now. But they are there. You can Google it. This is public information. You can just go to Google and search. Okay. Which countries, guys, which countries are buying Bitcoin? Which governments, countries or governments buying Bitcoin? What does that tell you, guys? If a government is buying Bitcoin, what about you and me? What should we be doing? Every pocket change that you have, maybe you should consider doing that. Maybe that's what I mean. I don't know. I'm a Christian, so I fall back to the teachings. Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. That is a guiding factor, guys. You can look it up. It doesn't matter whether you're Christian or not. If you're not a Christian, this could be a nice read for you, motivation for you. You can go read that verse. Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. Go and read it. Now, that's the guiding factor. Whatever you do, if you feel you're going to lose it or you lose it, it doesn't matter. He controls the riches. He provides everything. All your needs will be provided by this person. I think I should end it here on that note so I can attend to my call. And I just want to go back to the chat and show you guys what's going on right now in Bitcoin and how you guys can participate. Did I prove this point that we said Bitcoin up to 300K, maybe even more? And then how to turn $100 into 10,000 with smart crypto strategies. I have only given you two. There's three, four, five. There's up to six of them. Okay. If we start going through all those, the rabbit hole, it might take us 3 hours here. So I don't want to keep you guys for 3 hours. But in my next live training, we are going to go through. In my next live training, guys, we are going to go through that. So let me just summarize the ones that I showed that we went through. So we have talked about taking your $100, buy the crypto, and in this case we talked about Bitcoin. Now, I'm not limiting you to Bitcoin. I'm using Bitcoin because this is the dawn as far as crypto coins are concerned. Bitcoin is the king of the cryptos. He was the first one. Bitcoin was the first crypto. 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, there are many, many other coins out there. Okay, if you come to this resource here, you can see Bitcoin is number one. There's Ethereum, and this is what happens. Bitcoin pumps. People put their money in Bitcoin. As soon as they get to, let's say, 100K, some people are going to sell. When they sell, what do? They put their money in, like the second guy here. They put their money in the second altcoin here, Ethereum. And that money goes to Solana, BNB, meme coins, Dogecoin, XRP, like that. So it comes from Bitcoin and it starts going down. The cycle is cyclic, guys. We see that every bull run, and there's up to 100 of those here. So you can pick any of these, do your own little research, and if you need our help, okay, just get in touch with us, comment below. You can go to our social media, ask questions. I don't see people asking questions. Everybody joins the group and they keep quiet. If you keep quiet, nobody is going to answer any question because we don't know what is your problem. Ask questions. Ask questions. You want to know how to buy any of these coins? Ask the question. And if you wanted to be trained one-on-one and things like that, you can join our masterclasses. So every resource is available. No excuse, guys. Now, the masterclasses, let me tell you, it's competitive. There's so many people who want to go through the master classes. They get filled up so quickly. Okay. And I'm not saying this to put some fake scarcity. No. You'll go there yourself and find that you're going to be put on a waiting list. Most often, and yeah, most of our students, they come through the waiting list because by the time you go there, it's already, all the spots are filled, and our coaches are limited. You know, we have many coaches all over the world, but they are limited. They can only handle a certain number of students at a time. I can only handle a few students at a time. I cannot deal with a lot of people because we give 100%. We do this stuff. So we train you and we are doing this stuff. So we can't have hundreds of students, thousands of students like the universities. No. That will be a disservice to you. We give attention to detail and we want to help every person. Every member who goes through the trainings, they live to benefit through the training. And the only way we can do that is by limiting the numbers. So if you go to the masterclass, whichever masterclass, and you find that it is filled up, you're going to get yourself onto the waiting list, and the teachers, the coaches are going to admit you priority, first come, first serve. That's how we do it. Okay, so if you need help, jump in there, make sure you book your space and you get onto the waiting list. And if you're lucky, you will find yourself enrolled right away because our teachers open these every day. Every time somebody has completed the program and they are happy, they are good to go, they create a space for somebody else, you can grab that. So we are limited, okay? And the more people we train, the more coaches we have, and the more students we can help. But our goal is to help as many people as possible, brothers and sisters, so they can put bread and butter on their table for their families. People are talking about freedom. How do we achieve this freedom? We got to learn these skills. There we go. We're going to learn the skills together, guys. So I come and take one of these. For example, Brett. Okay, here is number 83. Look at Brett. Look at the Brett. Look at Brett. What are we looking at? The market cap is 1.2 billion. Okay, market cap. Fully dilution 1.2. That means all the coins are out there. Okay. So what does that tell you? You can see everybody's pumping right now. And now, if you want to read about Brett, who's Brett? Brett is based on what ecosystem? It's in the Bez ecosystem. Brett is a meme coin in the Bez ecosystem. And who is behind Bez? Coinbase, guys. Big money. That's a secret. Coinbase is behind this Bez ecosystem. The Bez ecosystem. You can see right there. It tells you Bez ecosystem. Now, if you want to buy bread, for example, how do you buy bread? It even tells you where to buy bread. It tells you. You can buy bread from Bybit, KuCoin, Get.io, and if you cannot access any of these, you can use other means. Like you can go right here to their website. They do have their website. And if you really need help buying any of these coins and you can't just find a way of getting it, ask one of our coaches. They're going to help you. Trust me, they will help you. You see, it tells you, Brett, buy on Kyber Swap, okay? And Brett is who? Pepe's friend? Yes, Kyber Swap. Brett is Pepe's best friend on Base. We know Pepe is on what ecosystem? If you don't know what Pepe is, you can go to Pepe and you look at Pepe. Look at Pepe. Look at Pepe. And you just click Pepe and you go and look at what ecosystem is Pepe. Pepe is in the Ethereum ecosystem. Ethereum ecosystem. It's an Ethereum based meme coin. And you can see Pepe is pumping. Pepe is pumping 48.4% gain. Pepe. Pepe. Still pennies on the dollar. Now, are these solid investments? No, these are for those of you who want to get in, enjoy the pump, and get out with your profits. Okay? Because most of them are meme coins, and some of them do not have any applicable use. We know Bitcoin now is being used as a source of, store of value. We know Ethereum, what it's being used for. We know BNB, what's being used for. We know so you can read the narratives behind these coins so you know where you're putting your money. Okay? All right? Who is behind this coin? Who is behind Pepe? Pepe is just a meme coin. This starts like a joke. Kronos, for example. Look at Kronos. We talked about crypto.com, where this right here, this crypto.com, this is their token coin. This is the coin for and crypto.com is behind that. Okay, so you can see they have some use for it. Okay, that particular platform has this as part of their coin, their token. You get paid a lot of rewards using crypto Kronos, and you can see it pumped a little bit right here. Not the highest. We had a high one here on the 12th, and today you can see it's down here a little bit, but it's still starting to pump. Because Bitcoin, there was a pullback yesterday, and now Bitcoin has pumped to 90K. Some people already afraid and sold their Bitcoin yesterday. So now they are FOMOing in back again at 92,000. You sold it at 80, and now you're having to buy it at 92,000. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have to understand there's going to be pullbacks. You see this red candle here? This messed up some people yesterday. But if you had this little basic training that we offer here, you can see this is the 8 EMA. It did not even cross the 8 EMA. So I would not sell my Bitcoin yesterday. I would hold on to my Bitcoin because I know this was just a minor pullback. These are going to happen. If it had crossed the 8 EMA, then maybe I'll start saying, okay, maybe I need to FOMO out. I'm afraid. Let me get out. Maybe. And sell a fraction of it or half of it. So if I had my $10 Bitcoin, maybe I sell 5 and hold on to 5. You know what I mean? So that's why we need to learn the basics, and you can learn those in our masterclasses, okay? Or subscribe to this channel. We share these publicly, okay? Courtesy to our students, private students who allow us to share these trainings for free for the masses so you guys can enjoy. So now, what are the three things we have learned today? That there is a possibility Bitcoin is going to pump and pump and pump this bull run. Okay, no guarantees because we don't control the market. But looking at the events, things that have happened this year and things that are going to happen next year, Bitcoin is in good for very interesting time. We are in for very interesting times in the crypto world. So it's up to you guys to be part of that or not to be part of it. You can be spectators, go to the field and just sit on the bleachers and watch the game, or you can be in the game yourself. So you make that decision. But remember, it's a risky game. Okay. So whatever you're going to be putting in this, it is something that you can afford to lose. You can lose it. You can lose your $1 or your $100,000 or $1 million. People lose millions of dollars. Okay. Those who put millions, they can lose millions. Those who put little, they can lose that little. So when you go in this with money that you can actually afford to lose. Okay. Because anything can happen. Any investment, anything can happen. In any investment that you go into, anything can happen. But for you to have that confidence, uh, we all need some help. That's why I always say you can read. I'm a Christian, so I read the Bible here, Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. Okay? That will give you some confidence. All right, so here we go. You can see what is going on here. If we bring the 200, what is it called? The 200 EMA, the 200 moving average. You can see the 200 moving average, and we want just a simple moving average. We don't want the paid ones. Okay, so we have the VWAP, EMA, 200. Okay, there it is. You can see the 200 is right here. Okay, it's having some challenges. I can see it saying, okay, let's see. There it is. Yeah, it's not showing. It's having some challenges. But we can see the 8 EMA. So for those of you who go through our key strategy of trading, where you go in and out, hedging your trades, basically we use the key strategy. So if we're doing the 4-hour chart, for example, if, for example, I was to sit down and start trading in and out of Bitcoin today, for those of you who are traders, okay, now this is a little advanced for some of you guys because some of you are just here for the first time, and all you're going to do is use the branded strategy of just buying and holding. So go to the exchange, go to Coinbase, go to crypto.com, go to Bybit, go to BitGet, and buy your Bitcoin and hold it. That's all. It's called a branded strategy, and hold it. And then pray and hope that it gets to 300,000. And I've shown you that it is very possible to get there, even more. And some of you want to make money, big money, 10x your profit. So you learn how to trade, okay? And you're going to learn how to use our key strategy, thanks to the Smart Wolf Club. You learn how to use this the key strategy where you're going to use something like this. And you guys can see the key strategy basically allows you to trade in and out of these coins, okay? So you can just come in, hedge your trades. Now, you'll be using very tiny percentage of your account. And forget leverage. Okay, you'll be doing what we call spot trading, because if you use leverage, you expose yourself to mass unless you know what you're doing. Leverage means you could be liquidated. Okay, if there is a pullback like it is right here, you could see yesterday, some people were kicked out of, liquidated, and that is going to happen every single time. There'll be a massive candle going up and another one and another, and then all of a sudden you have pullback to mop up all this liquidity, and so then another move. So that's why we have this. That's why we see the charts going up and down like that. That's why we have that. It goes up and then it pulls back and then it goes up, pulls back. So we have Eventually, you can see it's an upward trend, but there are these pullbacks. So some of you guys enter the trades here. You took a long trade here, long, going up, and then all of a sudden it changes direction and goes down. And if you're using leverage, you could be liquidated right here. You could lose your money. You could lose your account. This part is dangerous. Some of you enter here, and then you could be liquidated here. You see what I'm saying? Now, some of you enter here and get out here. And there you go. You made profit right there. All this is profit. All that is profit. How are you going to know how to do this? By learning and practicing and sitting there and watching the chart. Goal, follow the training. Our key strategy, simple, hedging your trades. Okay? You hedge your trades. So you hedge your trades, when it goes up, you go up. When it starts going down, you take an opposite trade. So what happens? You never close your trades in a loss. You just go up and down. But you're using a very small fraction of your entire account. So you don't get ripped open apart. That's the mistake. You keep your greed levels have to be in check. This is what is going to destroy you. Greed. Do you know what greed is? Greed. Greed. That is doom. It's going to spell doom to you. If you don't keep this in check, you're going to destroy yourself, because you're going to come here. Oh, Bitcoin is pumping, everybody's talking about. Now, one other resource that you guys can go to is Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, and now I think they call it X. And you can go to Twitter, okay? And I want to go there, and I will show you guys how to do some research, especially if you are interested in a coin. So, for example, I'm interested in knowing more about, let's say, Brett, for example, which was number 83. Brett, no, now Brett is number 84. So these things are dynamic, they keep moving. So I can come here and just search Brett. Or you can go to what we call crypto Twitter. And there's so many. You can see here Brett themselves. They have a lot of this. See the number of followers, 25.6K followers. You think all these people are stupid? No, they know something. Okay, this is a lot of people. So then you can start looking. How is it all started for Brett and the Boys Club? That was March this year when it started. And you guys can see what they are all about. Okay, they make all the announcements here, all the competitions, everything that is going on about Brett. And if you like what you see, then you can pull the trigger and get some Brett for yourself. Okay, now if you want some other big crypto gurus who are already sharing stories about crypto, they're extremely successful in what they do, you can follow some of those, because they do share their information. So here, there's people who talk about crypto all the time. 3 hours ago, while we are still early, I'm going to give you all one altcoin in each sector you have to own going into this bull run. Okay? So somebody here is promising you he's going to be giving you one crypto. So he's going to do the research for you. Some of these guys have massive research teams, and they're going to be sharing some of the coins that they are buying live. They tell you when they take the trades. They can show you. If anyone has a big holding in Tuka and wants to sell OTC, please DM me. See, that's the type of information these guys share. Okay, that's just what you can do. So you can do some research on your own. Crypto Twitter. Let's go to crypto Twitter. And let's go to crypto Twitter. Here he is, crypto Twitter. 12.4. That might not be the official one. So be careful. Some of these guys are not the official. They just copycats. Tremendous potential for layer 2 Bitcoin ecosystem. Okay, so layer 2 mainnet later this month. Okay, ranking. You can see what they're talking about here. All right, so crypto, 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 crypto. You see these guys with big followings. Let's see here, Lady of Crypto. This one has 550.2K followers. The lab of crypto, lady of crypto, the lady of crypto. What is she talking about today? Okay, she pinned this on November the 10th. The crypto bull run just started. This is it. This is exactly how I know it is for real this time and how I'm taking advantage of it. Going live in 1 hour. Drop me a like and retweet, please. Okay, that was yesterday. And she's on YouTube, so you can go and watch that. Okay, so and they're talking about Gabi going live. Gabi is going live. I think that's her name, Gabi. Okay, she even shares the 10 best altcoins to buy right now. Now, when they say that, you got to do your own research, guys, because some of these guys are promoting some of their own coins. So you've got to be careful when it comes to that. Okay, you don't want to be ragged. Okay, you don't want to get in and then they all go out, they dump on you. No. So you got to do your research there. Crypto bull runs work like this. But Bitcoin pumps so hard, you mistake it for a shit coin. It starts pumping alongside it. That's what happens. When Bitcoin pumps really hard, the other coins start pumping, like ETH start pumping. This is the second one. Because money flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum and down to the other coins, just the way we have them listed over here. Okay? So when Ethereum starts pumping, we talk about things that are in the Ethereum ecosystem. They also start pumping. You start seeing some of the coins going up like crazy. Some of the shitty coins will go 100x, 1000x, and I think that's what most of you guys see on Instagram and also all these crypto millionaires telling you, I bought this coin for pennies on the dollar and I put $1,000 and now I'm a millionaire. That's exactly what happens. They pump these really, really hard. And you can use tools like Dex Screener, for example. You go to dexscreener.com and you are going to see what I'm talking about. Every minute there is a shitty coin that is being produced. Every minute, the last 24 hours, you can see that. Last 24, even last 5 minutes, we can see what coins have come in. And if you have this money that you can afford to lose, you can jump in these and play the roulette. Play the roulette. To gamble. You can gamble. You can take a gamble. Okay, that's for those of you who have extra money that you don't care. You can lose it. You can take a gamble with some of these, but do your own little research. You can see like this one here, 1 day old. You can see this is a day old, 2 days old, 5 hours old, 4 hours old. Doge, Department of Government Efficiency on SUI. Somebody started that. You can see that. It's pumping, pumping, pumping. Look at the market cap. It's 846K. All right. Pretty small. Some of them are like in the millions too. Like this one here is 1.6 million. This one here, Sui Man, 1 month ago. Look at the chart. Let's look at the chart. Does it have the normal? Yes. It kind of has a more normal movement. It went up, of course, all the way up here. Now, somebody bought when it was up here. Poor this person up here because as soon as they got in, it dumped. So they lost money. So you don't want to be that person who buys when it's up here. You want to get in when it is just, you see, it pumps and then it comes back and then it starts pumping. So if you got in here, then you will ride all this up to this level. And when it starts coming down, you're out and then you'll be celebrating all the way to Valhalla, 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 Valhalla. Now, you see, it's only down here, ranging, 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 ranging. Okay? But you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is a casino-like type of thing. Here is the tool, Dex Screener. For those of you who are really degen. You want to go to the extreme. And they have a Twitter account, so you can go and look at their Twitter page and see what type of information these guys are talking about. Look at that. Only has about 2,000 followers. Okay, so maybe that I will not jump in. Okay, so this already will put me off. Okay, that will put me off. Look at that. But sometimes it could be wrong, but this would put me off. The number is really small, 26 following. Okay, so this is too small for me. Maybe 100K. That means a lot of followers, a lot of people pumping, or at least 10K over here, and a lot of people following. Okay. Yeah, because if you look at their comments, Lahat's comments, you can see not much. Okay, so again. So this could be a pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, and many others. So you can do your quick research on this. But now, how can you participate in some of these? Some of these you can trade the in and out of these. Okay, like what we were just doing here, trading. Okay, get in and get out. Okay, so that means you get into a trade 1 minute later, 5 minutes later. For those of you who are scalping, get out. Okay, put your take profit, stop loss, and boom, you're out of the market. Make your profit and get out. Now, if you want to learn how to trade crypto, you can join our Smart Wolf Club, as I showed you, and go through the masterclass. And also, you can subscribe to the channel and watch some of our free videos. In our next live, which comes tomorrow, we are going to talk about trading because we've talked about buying and holding, the dead brain strategy, buy and hold. And I've proved to you that you can just buy and hold. And with the possibility of this bull run, you can make money. Okay? No guarantees, but as the market is pumping, you put in your money and you can go up, 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 and reap your profits at the end of the day. Sell on time before it dumps, and you will be in the money. Now, that happens to all coins. Now, some of you believe Bitcoin is going to be a store of value and it is becoming scarce and scarce. Supply is less, demand is going to rise, and what are we going to get? A massive, massive bull running of Bitcoin. The price is going to be high. That means if you entered when it is low and you sell when it is high, you make money. That's what most people do. Buy low, sell high. That is the game. That is the essence of this game. Now, with that, guys, I'm going to end this training and I will see you tomorrow in our live. Make sure you subscribe and like this video and share this with your friends. Okay. The retail market is coming in now, and this is the 97% that I talk about. They come in later when your grand uncle or your cousin starts calling you and asking you about Bitcoin. You know that is the time when you have to be careful because that's the time when it is gonna pump and then come down. Okay, so you don't want to be left holding the bag. Okay, I think we should end it there, guys. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. May the markets be good to you.